Standing at the Carpos 4 bus stop, East tightened the hip belt of her technical backpack. "I chose the toughest route to Matka," she stated, adjusting the laces of her waterproof, high-ankled hiking boots. Aras slipped on his dark sunglasses, a smile playing on his lips. "Where's the map, Captain? This isn't just a hike, it's the final exam of adulthood." Mina, already engrossed, was talking to a tiny, tough wildflower growing among the pavement stones near the edge of the woods. The first hour was deceptively easy. The trail, skirting the foothills of Vodno Mountain, was wide and dust-free. RS, easily outpacing Mina, teased her. "Come on, Mina. Are we going to watch the sunset from Carpos?" Mina, clad in lightweight, breathable quick dry trousers, replied without haste. "Don't rush. Beauty doesn't reveal itself to the hurried." East maintained a steady, even pace, mediating their energy. An hour deeper, the path split. To the left was the main trail, wide, well-maintained, and marked with familiar yellow blazes. To the right was a nearly invisible game trail, hidden between rocks, a mere suggestion of a route. Issei opened her map. The right track is an old shortcut, steep, but it cuts an hour off the trek to Matka. Trusting Issei's logic, Aras and Mina committed to the shortcut. Soon, the trail became a scramble. The soil was loose and slippery. "This isn't a shortcut, it's a steep cut," Mina laughed, her sturdy trail-running shoes biting successfully into the dirt, their deep lugs finding purchase. Issei was tense. The thin line on her map hadn't described this much challenging ascent. Around the next bend, the way ended. Directly ahead, a major rock slide had completely blocked the pass, tons of rock and earth. Aras slammed his fist against a nearby tree in frustration. "That's it, the map only got us this far, Issei." Mina, ever the quiet observer, moved silently to examine the perimeter of the landslide, searching for a bypass. They were trapped between a long retreat and a dangerous climb. Issei looked at Aras, then at her map. "We can't turn back." Her gaze fixed on an old fir tree immediately next to the rock slide. Beneath the moss, a faint sign. A crudely carved arrow, a sign left by a person, a path not on any map. It spoke of local knowledge and preparation. The marking directed them to a narrow phantom trail passing high above the rock slide. The old path was lined with sharp, loose scree, whispering the wisdom of those who once used it. Their durable, long-sleeved technical shirts and hiking pants protected them from the jagged edges as they carefully navigated the narrow path. After a few dangerous steps, the path led them to a rocky outcrop. The tight path abruptly gave way. Their view opened up, and they emerged onto the main path they had abandoned, wide, familiar, and marked with the reassuring yellow blazes. Issei let out a breath she hadn't realized she was holding. It was an old path, not even on the map that led us. As if someone left a private passage just for us. The rest of the journey was downhill, a descent into the tranquil green of Matka Canyon. Below, the Treska River filled an emerald lake. The three walked in silence, filled with the quiet satisfaction of their completed adventure, their practical footwear providing excellent grip on the final descent. The dark mouth of Vrelo Cave watched them from across the water. They sat on the stone steps by the edge of Matka Canyon, eating their sandwiches. Aras said, "The shortcut could have stopped us." Issei smiled. "But it didn't. Sometimes you need to trust the sign on the tree trunk, not the compass." That was the real test of adulthood. Knowing when to trust your gear and when to trust the old path. Mina nodded in agreement, wiping her dusty boots on the stone.